So, hello everyone. Uh, this is my first Minecraft video, so I hope you appreciate it. Uh, I got really inspired by the new mangrove forest, and I decided that I wanna bring something from the mangrove swamp to other biomes. And the first biome I have been working on is birch forest. How do I spell it? Birch birch forest. Okay. And I remade the trees. So you can see like this is the basic tree. It's nice, but it doesn't have any unique shape. So I think that's the problem here. Like oak, I like oak. Like it's classic and it's really distinguishable. Sorry, English is not my first language. But the problem is that the birch is also exact same shape, and I don't know. I don't know. And as you can see, this is the current forest. It's really hard to navigate. It's not necessarily a problem, but it's really empty. Like there's no bus layer or anything. There's a little life here, like bees and stuff, but not really much. And yeah, the first problem I wanna solve with my own birch trees is the height. So these are super short trees. Like trees can grow so large. And I think the really good thing they have done with the new mangrove trees is the height, because the trees can be super like tall. Yeah, exactly. Like this is huge and this is tall, and this is a strength. This is super good thing to have. So you can actually go under the roots, which is awesome. I really love it. I love these trees so much, and yeah, they're really tall. And I think this should be applied to the birch trees also, because I don't know, I like birch trees and I'm allergic to them, so that's kind of funny. And yeah, so I have made these new kind of trees. So you can see that's the vanilla one, and these are mine. So yeah, as you can see, I have made them taller, and I've given them uh, branches, like as you can see in the wild update announcement. So this is inspired from the concept art there. But I decided to put also leaves here, so it would make illusion of smaller branches here that have leaves. And I think it works quite well. It's a little bit like spiral here. And I don't know why, but I really like this design. And yeah, it's really tall and it's still super simple. So I don't I hate when people make super complex trees. So I wanna balance with beautiful and simple tree designs here. Yeah. Another thing I have taken here is like the soil. So now these have structure voids here. So this would be dirt or whatever, and this actually generates with the tree. So you can have roots with which bring texture to the ground, which is, as you can see, there's no texture in the ground whatsoever. It's like only grass. And as we know, forests don't have only grass there. They have those roots. Like you can trip on the roots when you walk in forest, because yeah. So this is the first problem I wanted also to, or this is the second problem I wanted to solve. And I think this looks pretty good. This adds another way to obtain the rooted dirt dirt. Also moss. I think moss should be in forests. It's just another way to obtain this block, and I think it works really well. I can show you the example forest there in a moment. Yeah, and then there's smaller. Not every tree has the branches. This has, this doesn't have, and you can see there's saplings here. So I wanna give the player some idea that that there is these saplings and you can place them and grow them. Because currently it's just guessing, and I think this works really well in the foliage of the birch forest. So I decided to, like, why not? Why not to use these as decoration also? And it also shows the age of your forest or your world. Like when you live long enough in a forest, these will actually grow and it will make the forest even more dense, which brings like immersion and dynamics to the game. And I think that's pretty nice idea. And then there is these different orientations. So this is like tree that will fall in weeks or so. So this is actually inspired from real life, like every tree here. But when I go to the forest, it's really nice to see these like leaning into another trees and such. And after storms, it's super cool to see these. And these are really scary also sometimes. But I think this would also bring like the liveness, dynamics to the forest, so it feels more alive. And speaking of alive, let's go to dead. So this is dead birds, and this is inspired from the Bedrock edition, where they have the tree which has vines there. I decided to use the strip log because as the tree ages, the bark, the animals and wind will scrape that off because it's dead. This tree is dead. And I have also used moss carpets here, so you can get these also. And I just love how the moss carpets look. They're so awesome. And I have used vines here to make this little gradient almost. And it also brings like liveness, like the forest is taking the tree back. And here is like a little bit crazier idea that there's loads of saplings. I would think this is like more rare tree you can find, but you can see that there's lots of saplings here, and actually there's has been two trees that have grown into each other and created this tree. And I think this is kind of nice idea, and this brings also the liveness. And this has also gameplay value. So I can show you that in a moment. And then here's the also rare one is like mossy cobblestone and rooted dirt. So this is also really realistic because you can actually find like big big rocks here in Finland, and you can see that there's literally trees growing on them, and it's so cool. And I think this is great opportunity to bring this to Minecraft, and I think it will add to the nature a lot. This could also mean that in the forest there's naturally generated mossy cobblestone. This is basically the trees I have made, and let's go to see the example forest I have made using these trees. And as you can see, we are arriving to the example forest. So this is quite small. Well, I really don't have time to fill all of this with like manually. So it is what it is. But yeah, you can see it actually looks super unique and it differentiates from the normal forest like a lot. It's a lot different, and you can actually go with your horse here. So that was also what I kept in mind, that mobility. And I have added beehives, as you could see in the concept art. Yeah, I have also added these. I think these bring a lot of the immersion to, like, this is old forest, like nobody has grown these trees here, that the nature has grown these trees. That's the point I wanna make here. And you can see this, it blends really well with the grass, and yeah, you can climb this. And speaking of climbing, doesn't that honey look delicious there? You probably want it. So I have made these trees climbable, and this brings so much to the gameplay and immersion. So you can see you can climb, and little parkour challenge here, and you can access the beehive. I think this should be in vanilla or the new wild update. Like this is so fun. Like if you started your world and it's the first night, you can also go and hide the zombies here in the tree, and you can knock spiders away. So this is little way to bring gameplay to the forest also, so you can use the forest to your benefits. As you can see, there's color palette. I have used allium, birch log, and rooted dirt and grass. So this is the color palette. So this is unique and memorable. It feels like almost like magic here now, because there's these purplish magenta flowers. It's still really empty, like I haven't added these rocks yet, but this has quite a lot of potential to the wild update. And if any Minecraft developer is watching this video, I would encourage you to bring gameplay to the trees, so you can climb them and use them as your benefits, and use the awesome blocks that you have added. I guess that's it for this time, and I hope you like this video. And I don't know if I'm going to make Minecraft videos ever again, but it was really nice to do this video, and I hope you appreciate it. Thanks, bye bye.